I'm not entirely sure who we're supposed to be rooting for, to be honest. Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Mechamac. This is Nimbus Company Spring Cultivation. In the last episode, we beat up Zupan. He left seeds of doubt in Zishun's mind, but then we showed her, hey, look at this cool orchid. And she's back on track. Sinclair. So he's using mainly blunt, downward slam, stick combo, powerful swing, counter. Oh, growth. Deal negative 80% damage. Damage dealt by this skill cannot stagger, but he inflicts quite a lot of nasty stuff if we don't crack it. He also has his branch of knowledge resistances, which I suppose makes sense. But also it's going to be hard for us to get these hits in with this start because he just barely outswings us. But he's hitting in resistances, so it's going to be all the rupture damage that he has to do. Ah, he's hitting us with a counter. I don't know who we're supposed to be rooting for here. If in panic, reset to 0. Does not change when inflicted with panic type. When recovering from stagger, gain attack power up. Gain thrashing to hatch based on the sum of Z, Yong, and Ren gained from classes. Oh. Gain min-max speed, gain attack power up and protection. Base skills gain clash power, gain offense levels and defense levels. If I lend it to the inner self, if this unit is staggered, recover from stagger, gain a sign once per encounter. Heal 30. One who seeks to be born must first destroy a world. Heals 30 SP next turn, expires at turn end. Every skill used after this becomes unbreakable. And encounter when HP drops below 20%. We need to land hits is the problem. And it looks like she's only throwing out her skill 1s. He's going to become very nasty. I'm not exactly sure your logic here, but sure, whatever. Oh, he's got 6 bind. Whoops. Once we do land hits, things start going in our favor.
알고 있는 걸 전부 말해. 봉황이 날개처럼 전부 보인다고. 꽃처럼 화려한 바람처럼 가볍지 벌처럼 날카롭게. 지도자라면 동료를 포기하지 않아.
Oh, he didn't even get to use his cool attacks! He didn't even get his stagger protection. Alright, that's good enough. Bloody hell, lad. That was much closer than I thought. Good match. Heathcliff, fly. Jeez, don't most people usually lose steam the longer a fight gets? What the heck was that at the end? We blitzed straight past his cool super attack. The two of them clashed with everything they learned, and with all they learned up until the lessons began. I thought for sure that Jia Zishun would come out on top without breaking a sweat, given that Sinclair wasn't using an identity and the tough training Jia Zishun had as a family hierarch candidate, but perhaps thanks to the Night Drifter's teachings, or thanks to that mark on his forehead. I saw a glimpse of Sinclair I'd only seen in a select few mirror worlds. You alright, Sinclair? Oh, yeah, it's not like we were going at it with real weapons, and the fight ended before it got any further, thankfully, so I'm not hurt or anything. I'm feeling a bit of a fever on my forehead, though. It didn't seem like Sinclair noticed the sign, the single yet clear red line that appeared on his forehead. It's not like anything bad happened when that mark manifested back in La Mancha Land, but when did that happen? I only remember it happening against Chroma. Considering that Demian and Rim were the only other people who'd ever shown that mark, I couldn't help but worry a little. Hey, you ever run away from home before? Where's this coming from? Going by the way you're acting, it's clear to me that you're a homebody, but there's something behind your eyes that tells me that your life hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. I wouldn't call it running away from home. It's more like I left home. Because I didn't have a choice. How did that feel? Like I was melting away into nothing. I suddenly had to face the whole terrible world all on my own. That was so overwhelming that, well, I'm sure you can't quite commiserate. You've been on top of your game your whole life after all. I did leave Dongguan by my own volition, but if I'm being honest, and here's something I never told Wei, I felt unutterably lost. There was much I had to do, so much responsibility. I guess neither of us were that ready for the world when we left home. I feel just as lost back home though. Ah, and there's Heathcliff too. He also left home. Some time ago we paid a visit to the manor he grew up in. Heading home must have been pretty exciting for him. You have no idea how much of the journey back he spent gussying up and primping his hair. Something just came up. Class dismissed. Oh, poor Heathcliff. Morale restored, success rate -10. I learned the art of mad dogging and decisive action. Well, we've pushed to 808 at least. Oh wait, no, that's Sinclair because of Ryoshu. Managed to learn various detailed mechanical fundamentals about old age core technology. Worked with Sinclair to come up with creative solutions to all kinds of trials we faced in the adventure. The Ren is low, the Yong is low, Ji could do... Ji I don't think we can do any better with. Oh, wow. Jie Zishun got the Jin Gang Bolus passive. Jin Gang. Hierarch of Hongwan. Adept Evasion. Crimson Strike 2nd form, Crimson Strike 3rd form, Crimson Strike 4th form. This might be a glitch. Or bug of some sort. I know, unusual, isn't it? Who have we proven that combos with Rhodian? Enemy of yesterday, friend of today. I think I'll organize it like that in hopes of... Okay, show me the passives. On Clash lose, gain protection, offense level, and defense level up. Yeah, I think that must have been an over glitch of some sort. Target is 5 types of negative. Oh, base power plus 2 for every 2 types of negative effect on the target to a maximum of 10. So she can roll an 18 in evasion. Crimson Spring 5th form, Blossom. Gain attack weight for every 3 type of negative effects. So that's plenty of attack weight. Rupture count, burn count, rupture count, burn count. Okay, here we go. On crit, inflict a burn. And then throw in a Crimson Cleave, why not? This remains our only way of putting out some rupture, so I guess it's a good thing that we still have Bao Jiao Banana Bolus. Plus 1 more of rupture potency. Sinclair gained Yong. %50 to all stats gained from class, but class success rate minus 10%. Not so solitary gourmets. All About Poker Face leveled up to Master. Huge success in next class! Time certainly flies when hearing about the tales of exciting adventures. We aren't going to max out our stats, I think, but we might just be able to push a little bit further anyhow. Oh, Tale from the Drunken Palm, huh? Jin Gang Bolus passive improved and gained God of Gamblers. Tell me about it. On Clash win without losing coins, regardless of if they hit or not. If every coin flipped by that skill, down to the final coin flipped heads, the final coin deals 30% damage. I guess it could be kinda cool for absolutely obliterating things in one go. If offense level is higher than target, gain Clash power level. Okay, so what do we need? We need to get our blue science up and running. Negative 30 in morale, but we'll just fix it up at the last second. I emptied all the distracting thoughts and let the flow of battle swing over my weapon. I think I managed to cut through something invisible! Jia Zishun has grown, Sinclair has grown. 24 in everything. So, are you going to teach us any techniques? It's only been a few days since your training began yet. My other martial artist masters would teach me their secret techniques. So that's what you got to your 2-pound lesson. Hooey, now that's some good wine. Very well, I'm in the mood. Let me teach you a useful trick. Really? Tell me, what did I teach you to do as you swung your sticks? Forget all those things that put pressure on me and face nothing but myself in my movements. And that's only the start of it. First, emptiness of sound. The slight friction from the tips of your toes, the ruffle of your clothes, your breaths, erase them all. Erase every ripple and echo you leave upon this world. The Night Drifter stands before us, but his presence becomes as hazy as mist. Despite the wild movements, we hear nothing. Second, emptiness of form. To have a form is to provide your foes with clues to predict your next move. Forget the weapons in your hands, forget your structured forms, break the mold, become the flow, let only your will remain. Randomness seeps into his movements until all semblance of pattern becomes lost. There was something clownish about his unpredictable movements, but they were also hypnotic and floaty that Jiazi, Shun and Sinclair couldn't look away. Last, emptiness of mind. Try not to force the direction of your heart. Empty your desires and intentions both. Stab without thinking, penetrate without gazing. Both Jiazi, Shun and Sinclair's necks were marked by small imprints of the twig that pressed their skin. And Zilu, who had been standing next to me all along, had leaped a small distance away, seemingly deep in thought. And my neck hurts too, guess I wasn't spared from the lesson. I wonder if this fits that saying Yi Sang utters from time to time. To lose one's nose with eyes wide open. Immerse yourselves, make sure your descent is slow and gradual. We've been focusing entirely on the self with your swings thus far, so you should find it quite easy to reach this state of emptiness on mind. Didn't I just say that one must take it slowly and gradually? To empty your mind already. Yeah, I'd have taught you my everything had ended under my tutelage long ago. Am I doing this right? No, wait, I need to relax more. So I knew our art has found herself the clue to emptiness of form. What technique is this? It's all just movements at the end of the day. I find it entirely unnecessary to give them those flashy names. A truly secret technique should come without one. Well, it's still supposed to be our ultimate move, right? Wouldn't it be more official to give it a name? Well, in that case, that's some good wine indeed. I guess I'll go with something like Plastered Sleep Unrestrained Ripples. That name sucks. The class comes to an end with an ultimate move that was probably named in haste. Zilu, who'd been observing the class from a distance, approached the Night Drifter. Been a while since I saw someone give a lesson like this starting from its very fundamentals. Hardly can one find a pupil willingly to slowly learn from the fundamentals in a world of infinite technological advancements like the Veil. I am only fortunate enough to have found 2 pupils who are indeed willing. Your gait, your tone. Were you among the tame blades of the East? Now, it seems entirely unnecessary for you to dig, as I don't quite recall putting anything on your tab. Put your futile questions to rest, for I have no answers to give. The past is like smoke. I've long emptied any history worth delving into. Based on the machines I managed to recreate the model of a machine from Faust's blueprint. Learned some threats and intimidating expressions I could use to frighten the target. Hierarch of Hongwan passive improved. Apply 2 offense level and 2 defense level to all allies including this unit. I have a feeling with all the nonsense about on-kill effects for going after new targets or with all allies including this unit, I think we're going to have a final boss fight that's going to be against a lot of people. This is our last day, so we gotta make it a good one. Yeah, that works. Time certainly flies when hearing the tales of exciting adventures. Jiazishun has grown! Plus 50% all stats gained from this class. And a huge success. This is probably going to help out with our stats a lot. Oh, but it's just barely not enough to push us into the blue or the green next floor. Ooh, Sinclair very nearly maxed that Ren, didn't he? Or Yong? Ren? Yeah, it's Ren. Well, I'm supposed to teach this class, but honestly, I'm not entirely sure what to do here. It's not like I can suddenly teach you guys to hear the fathoms of other people's hearts. Yeah, it's not like we can suddenly have a heart-to-heart out of nowhere, right? And that is precisely why I've installed this box called Messages from the Hearts by the door here when the lessons first began. Messages from the Hearts? The greatest strength of Messages from the Hearts is its anonymity. Here, people can anonymously share the concerns that have been eating away at them without the fear of judgment. Yeah, this seems like a great idea. I can see how everyone can be more honest about their feelings behind the masks of anonymity. The box is quite heavy. It seems everyone's been making quite the liberal use of this. Let's see, the one on the bottom has to be first message. Let's see what it says. Boy, I've got to ask, do those consultations even do anything? The downside is that we can tell who it is from context of their dialect. Does this mask of anonymity even do anything? Also, what's the point of these messages anyway? If you got a whinge at their face. Well, I ain't got much else to say, so I've got one. My neighbour next door keeps making weird noises at night, so do something about that, yeah? Something about a smoking head over and over again. The point is, it's been getting on my nerves. If that doesn't get taken care of in a week, I'll deal with it in my own way. Deal with it how? It's all just personal grievances. Let's see what the next one says. Who dares harrow the executive manager with such use? Oh, this isn't. Who dares harrow the executive manager with such useless, weak-minded complaints? If you're going to continue wasting the executive manager's precious time and cause them trouble, I will personally hold you responsible for that blunder. You'd best prepare yourselves for consequences. Oh, it's like she's right here, speaking into my ear. Never thought written words could cause hearing damage. Moving on. I don't know if it's just me, but someone's probably been spying on these papers, huh? I've got proof too. I folded this piece of paper up into a padlock knot shape, but whoever spied it did a pretty bad job of replicating it. Oh, and another thing. My compass disappeared. It's the compass I got for surviving the hellish depths of the Belmore trenches. We're going to have to re-establish some house rules soon. A theft report. Did one of you steal her compass or something? No way, we'd never steal from each other, no matter how hard things get. Something troubles me. Oh, finally, someone finally submitted a real concern here. Oh, was it the Type A wire that caused the explosion, or was it caused by the replaced clamp part from the shattering gear? The likely answer has been found. Do not concern yourselves with this message. Well, that's that, I guess. Look, I felt I really should share this with everyone. This one might be something serious for once. We can't just let this slip away like nothing happened, you know? Ah, dang it, I'm not very good at guessing though. Yeah, I'm talking about the incident that happened aboard Mephi some time ago. Remember how someone smashed an alarm clock against Dante's head while they were sleeping? No one ended up figuring out what happened there, right? You're going to have to bring me up to speed on this. Yeah, I don't exactly know exactly when this was, but there was a loud shattering noise outside at night, so we all ran out to see what happened. But no one managed to find any credible clue, so I guess we just let it slide. Anywho, Dante said they were A-okay, so we just moved on from it, but I'm telling you, I saw what I saw. I saw Greg's bug arm. So here's my guess. What if he happened to lose his balance while carrying that alarm clock within one hand? You know what I mean? I'm trusting the anonymity thing on this. Gregor, he wouldn't. The alarm clock, broken due to shock at the time of the incident, was pointing precisely at 22:32. And at that hour, only 2 individuals were awake for the night watch duty. Guys, this is turning into like a whole investigation. Around 22:00, one of the 2 individuals who were on night watch duty was... Yeah, Miss Forst was one of them. Hey, Dante? Didn't you have a brief conversation with Forst that morning? Now that I think back on it, I did have a talk with Forst that day. Briefly. Forst made a few criticisms on my command style, and she was right, but I pretended not to hear her because I didn't have anything to retort with. Don't tell me Forst actually held a grudge against me for that. So... fellas, I don't think anyone's noticed this, but I noticed a dusting of cigarette ash near the shattered alarm clock. Oh, no, sorry. As you know, Manager Bud, there's only 2 among us who smoke. But one of them stayed put in his own room, know what I mean? There's a witness too. Unless that witness is a cowardly liar, I'm sure she'll come forward and tell everyone exactly what happened that night. I shall prove unto thee that I am no cowardly weaver of lies. In truth, among numerous cosplays I had wished to accomplish was the duo of Captain Scorps and the One-Eyed Navigator. Oh no, Don Quixote stole the compass. Aha! To explain the lore of Captain Scorps, this tale beginneth verily in year 757. After a very long read. Alas, the possibility of procuring a scorpion arm proved more dubious than one could have expected. Thus did I convince young Gregor to join forces with me to cosplay together and capture our glory forms in photographs. Though it was a pity he had no pipe, only a cigarette between his teeth. And young Ishmael's compass was to be the captain's trinket, and for that purpose I briefly borrowed it from her room. Oh, woe is me, for I regrettably spilled an entire can of tuna, another prop, and the compass was swallowed by its greasy juices. Despite my best efforts to restore it, the tunny aroma lingereth still. I beg thy forgiveness, Imagine, Squire. Well, at least we now know who took Ishmael's compass. Frustrating. TC, GWNN, and MTL. Is this like a code? Sinclair, translation please? Yeah, trying to pass that from written text is usually way harder. I normally try to read the speaker's tone and the general context of her words, so... Unfortunately, the plot thickens. Guys, are we actually going to try and find the culprit? Nausea bubbled inside me like I'd just been reminded of a persistent itch I'd managed to forget. It's like someone shoved a tuning fork in my head. Guys. Alright, that's it. Clockhead, read up. I'm going to confront the sod and tell him to tell it like it is if there's something bugging him. Instead of whinging in his sleep. Now, where is he? Hey, nice. Heath, I mean, looks like this anonymous person's trying to get to the bottom of this. Dante? Fare you well? It is I, the sinner in first order. Apologies are in order. Ever since the incident, I could hardly lull myself to a restful sleep. In truth, it was none other than myself who pummeled your head with a clock. To explain this, one must first explore. The sentence cuts off as this part of the paper has been torn off. Worry not about what exists no longer. I will not embark on multi-eloquent ascribing of excuses. I write before you in shame, and express my willingness to accept any punishment you see fit to dole out. I seek nothing but your forgiveness. I can't believe the culprit was that sinner. Good thing he fessed up, but doesn't something feel off about the whole thing? What if he's just trying to take the heat? But it seems to me that number one sinner doesn't want to share the story any further. Maybe it's best we not dig into it unnecessarily. Oh, hello Dante. I was taking a walk near here when I found a piece of paper somebody tore off, so I'm returning it here. Hope it finds its way to the original writer. Thus returns the number one sinner's paper. This has to be the key to resolving this case. I hurriedly unfurled the paper. The truth of what transpired. You ever find yourself wondering if that crackling fire-like thing on top of the manager's head is hot like real fire, or if it would not give off any heat? Curious, right? Don't worry about it, you saying? Sinclair, you traitor! It's not like we have any other way to tell other than touching it ourselves. Indeed, unproven phenomena cannot be confirmed without direct means of observation. Their asleep must have been pretty tired. Indeed, the ticking noise has shrunk in volume. It seems that we have just shared a thought. What if we were to just quickly check while the manager's asleep? Perhaps the sound of flames sinking past my gullet makes far too much noise for this task. Yeah, well, I'm just finding out how loud my heartbeat can get. Yi-sang? The alarm next to the manager. It's about to go off. You have a minute at most. I shall interface with the timepiece. Look at you rats playing a played-out prank. Oh, that's why Sinclair didn't translate. And that is indeed the full tale of what has transpired. Under the lens of hindsight's illumination, it would almost appear that I am making a secret accusation to a fellow of mine. It would be easier on my heart to simply assume the full weight of culpability myself. And that's where it ends. The culprit was right under our noses the entire time. Sorry, Dante. I should have been upfront about it, but Udis was so adamant about utterly punishing the culprit that I couldn't bring myself to, I can't deny that. Tell you the truth in time. To tell you another truth. I think I might have an idea as to why I've been made a student alongside Miss Zishun. There must have been something that the company was expecting from me, but it's just not showing up, so they must be making me take these classes to compensate for it. Everyone else is boldly facing their own issues and slowly overcoming them. Yeah, Gregor and Rodian, it's still taking them some time. While I'm still here feeling like I'm stagnating in place. They've been telling me that my time's yet to come, but I don't know, I just get the feeling that shit might have sailed for me already. It was clear to me that Sinclair wasn't just talking about physical training or his combat prowess. It was about something that more than half the sinners had faced. And were facing at this point. About his past and the path that lies ahead. The guilt and pressure of having failed to confront it. It was never going to be easy for him to let go. I don't think anyone's got the perfect idea of how the whole trajectory of their lives is going to be. That's why we're all on the bus, isn't it? You can just shout at me to get my act together like Heathcliff does. Oh, I will, if I have to. Whatever that was, you guys managed to talk it out, huh? All I heard was that ticking noise. Sorry about that. What Dante said was... Hey, don't bother. I just needed a quick glance at that look on your face to feel that tick-tock with my heart. Thus the curious case of the alarm clock came to an end. So, what do you guys think Ryoshu was trying to say? Two culprits. Guy with nightly nightmares and my translator. I knew it! Although, granted, I only knew it at the very last second after I saw that Ryoshu had been watching, but... Sinclair and I sat there for a moment, absorbing the awkward silence. Oh wait, we still get a day? Ooh. No. We have to think about this. We want to make sure that they get their morale back at the end. 40 morale restored. So we'll be at 90 and we'll still be in excellent SP at the end of it, but we'll have to do that next time. So until then guys, take care, I'll see you all around.